Yo, what's good with y'all? It's Key Major and I'm back with another video for y'all today. Today I'm showing you guys how to make some dark ambient samples for 21 Savage and Drake's new album, specifically the song called No BS. So if you guys do enjoy, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss any more videos. And let's get straight to it. So the BPM for this song is around like 158, 160, so I just chose 158. Somewhat of an up-tempo type of sample. And in the sample, it has a lot of like synths, so I decided to go with Prophet. I have the demo version, so you guys could all go get the demo version as well. And I'm gonna try to find a real mellow, soft type of like synth. So I just laid down this very simple pattern right here. And the preset I chose was Toy Piano, but I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna just mess around with the sound selection. I like this preset called Electric Piano. Now I'm gonna just go in and put some effects on it. So all I did was I put a halftime on here, I turned the mix down to 32, an ambience reverb, I put a gross beat. This is like a preset where it's kind of just like fading in, and then a parametric EQ just kind of filtering out the sound. Now I'm going to export it and I'm gonna pitch it up 10 cents, and I also pitched up the original melody 10 cents. So what I first did is I chose this preset called Cool Down the Pad, and then I just added these notes right here to the original melody. Just adding some bass notes, I put the root note, which is D, and then I just pitched it up 7 notes. Very simple trick I always do to layer on top of my notes, and then just added this top melody using the notes that I've previously used down here, just up an octave. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna export this portion right here. Before I exported, the effects that I put on here was ambience reverb again. I put an EQ filtering out the sound, kind of like also making it vintage like the previous one. Vintage chorus, which is a free plugin you get with FL. I just put the mode on 2, and then pancake, panning it left and right. This is a free plugin as well, pancake. And I just made it a little more mono down here. Now I'm gonna export this little portion alone. So now I'm gonna cut it to this, and I'm gonna copy it for the whole thing. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hold Control, and I'm gonna select all of these, and then I'm gonna go to the tail of the sample and drag it in just a little bit. Just so it kind of gives it like a cutting off right away, instead of like the reverb and the delay and all that stuff overlapping to the next half. And then lastly, all I added on top of that sample was Somatic's Origin. This is another free vintage type of effect plugin. And then I'm gonna do the same trick on the previous sound where I just kind of cut at the end. So now all I did for the next sound is I took the exact same pattern. I just did Alt Y to flip it horizontally, and then all I did was I just chopped off the last notes. So all I have is this pattern right here. And the sound I picked is also from the Prophet, and I picked the folded synth waves. And I also have the same effects from the previous sound, just an EQ filtering out the sound. Vintage chorus is just this time I selected the first preset instead of the second one. Another pancake, another EQ taking out the lows, and then a gross beat with that same fade in preset. And I'm gonna export this. I'm always exporting my sound, so it gives me an opportunity to do some manipulation, reverse it, or pitch it up or down, whatever I want to do with it. So all I did to this sample is I chopped off the end like I did to the previous samples, and I clicked in the top left of the wave and I went to automate and I clicked volume, and then I pulled up this automation clip and I'm just fading it out. So the last sound I'm going to add is this folded synth waves again, but this time I'm going to use that as a synth bass and I'm going to pitch it down very low. Alright, so now we have the full sample, and now I'm just going to export it all and then probably do some manipulation at the end. Before I export it, I always put an EQ on the master just to clean up the sample. Lastly, I'm gonna just add this vinyl texture from the Cyber Multi-Kit by Cloud and DB. Alright, so all I did was I pitched it down 100 cents, and then I also raised the volume on the limiter and I added a fruity flanger on the master. I just turned the mix down to 56%, and then this is the final sample. But that's basically it for today's video. I really hope you guys did enjoy and learn something new. If you guys did, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss any more videos. Make sure you guys go get my latest loop kit that just dropped like 2 days ago. It has a bunch of samples in this style, a lot of dark, ambient, horror type of samples, vintage type of samples. It's all completely free. But I really appreciate all you guys' support lately, and I'll see you guys in the next video.